Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a wild topic that's been making waves. Why does Donald Trump want to take over Greenland? It sounds like something out of a movie, but Trump has been vocal about this idea since his first term, and he's doubling down in 2025. Greenland, that massive icy island up in the Arctic, isn't just a frozen wilderness, it's a geopolitical goldmine. From national security to natural resources, there's a lot at stake here. In this video, we're breaking down 10 key reasons behind Trump's Greenland obsession. Each one's got its own angle, so stick around to see what's driving this bold move. Oh, and fun fact, it's March 2025 as I'm recording this, so we're right in the thick of this debate. Hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't, and let's get started. First up, Greenland's strategic military location. Sitting between North America and Europe, it's a perfect spot for the US to keep an eye on the Arctic. The Pituffik Space Base, formerly Thule Air Base, has been a U.S. asset since the Cold War, hosting radar systems that track ballistic missiles. Trump sees Greenland as a way to strengthen this foothold. With Russia flexing its muscles in the Arctic, controlling Greenland means the U.S. can monitor threats more effectively. Think of it like a giant watchtower in a tense neighborhood. Plus, Trump's talked about a Golden Dome missile defense system, and Greenland's position makes it ideal for that. It's not just about defense, it's about projecting power in a region where the U.S. wants to stay ahead. Denmark, which oversees Greenland's security, isn't thrilled, but Trump's betting on this being a game changer for national security. Next, let's talk resources, specifically rare earth minerals. Greenland's packed with stuff like neodymium and dysprosium, crucial for tech like smartphones, electric cars, and wind turbines. The U.S. relies heavily on China for these, and that's a problem for Trump. Owning Greenland could break that dependency, giving America its own supply chain. Experts say Greenland has some of the world's largest untapped deposits, and with the Arctic ice melting, mining's getting easier. Trump's called it an absolute necessity for economic security, and this fits his America First vibe, keeping jobs and tech production at home. Greenlanders, though, worry about environmental damage, and Denmark's not keen on handing over this treasure trove. Still, for Trump, it's a chance to secure resources that could power the next industrial boom. Reason 3. Countering Russia and China. The Arctic's heating up, figuratively and literally, and both nations are making moves. Russia's got military bases and icebreakers up there, while China's investing in Arctic trade routes and eyeing Greenland's minerals. Trump sees this as a threat to U.S. dominance. Taking over Greenland would let the U.S. block these rivals, securing the region for itself and its allies. He's even said, you look outside, you have Russian ships all over the place. It's classic geopolitics, control the board, limit your opponents. Greenland's strategic spot between continents makes it a choke point. Denmark and Greenlanders want autonomy, not a superpower showdown, but Trump's framing this as a fight for the free world. It's bold, but it's got people worried about escalation. Number 4, new trade routes. As Greenland's ice melts, the Arctic's opening up. Shipping lanes that once took weeks through the Suez Canal could shrink to days via the Northwest Passage. Trump sees Greenland as a gateway to control these routes, boosting U.S. trade. Imagine American ships zipping from Europe to Asia faster and cheaper. It's a huge economic win. Greenland's position makes it a natural hub, and Trump's all about leveraging that. He's even hinted at renaming the Gulf of Mexico, so why not claim the Arctic too? Denmark and Greenlanders argue it's their turf, and they're not for sale. Plus, environmentalists say more shipping could wreck the ecosystem. Still, for Trump, it's a chance to rewrite global trade maps with America at the center. 5th, national security. Trump said over and over that Greenland's an absolute necessity for U.S. safety. Beyond missiles and bases, he sees it as a buffer against Arctic threats. The U.S. already has a toehold with Pituffik, but full control would lock down the region. He's argued Denmark's claim is shaky. A boat landed there 200 years ago, and that America needs it more. Trump's vision includes a stronger military presence to deter aggression, especially from Russia. Critics say it's overreach, and Greenlanders don't want to be pawns in this game. Denmark's a NATO ally, so this could get messy. But for Trump, it's about making America untouchable, and Greenland's the key. He's even floated NATO involvement, though that's a long shot. 6th, it's an economic power play. Beyond minerals, Greenland's got oil, gas, and fishing potential. Trump wants to tap these to boost U.S. wealth. He's framed it as a large real estate deal, but it's more, think energy independence and jobs. Greenland's resources could fuel American industries, cutting reliance on imports. The catch? Greenland stopped oil exploration in 2021, and locals prioritize sustainability over profit. Trump's not fazed. He sees a deal to be made, maybe with tariffs or pressure on Denmark. His VP pick, J.D. Vance, has backed this, saying Denmark's not doing enough. Greenlanders and Danes say no way, but Trump's betting on economic leverage to flip the script and make America richer. Reason 7. Historical precedent. The U.S. has a track record of buying land, Louisiana, Alaska, and Trump loves that legacy. He's not the first to eye Greenland. Truman offered $100 million in 1946. Back then, it was about security too, and Trump's channeling that vibe. He's argued Denmark's claim is weak, pointing to its colonial past, and sees this as a modern manifest destiny. Greenlanders, though, see it differently. They've fought for self-rule since 1979 and don't want a new overlord. Denmark's firm, not for sale. But Trump's tapping into America's expansionist roots, framing it as destiny. It's a long shot legally, but he's banking on history repeating itself. 8th, personal legacy. Trump's a dealmaker, and annexing Greenland would be a feather in his cap. He's called it a necessity, but it's also about his brand, big, bold moves. Imagine the headlines: Trump secures Greenland. It's the kind of win he could tout forever, especially after floating it in 2019 and getting laughed off. This time, he's serious, even sending Don Jr. to scope it out. Critics call it ego, and Greenlanders aren't fans. 85% oppose U.S. control. Denmark's PM says it's absurd, but Trump thrives on defying odds. If he pulls this off, it's a legacy-defining moment, though it risks alienating allies. 9th, climate change opportunities. As Greenland's ice melts, new land opens up. Trump sees this as a chance for development. Think ports, bases, even tourism. The warming Arctic could turn Greenland into a hotspot, and he wants the U.S. to cash in. Minerals get easier to mine, and shipping lanes expand. He's not big on climate science, but he's all about the upside. Greenlanders fear losing their way of life, and environmentalists warn of disaster. Denmark's pushing back, but Trump's betting on a warming world to make Greenland a prize. It's a gamble. Nature's unpredictable, but he's playing the long game for profit. Finally, number 10, geopolitical bragging rights. Taking Greenland would be a flex, showing the world America's still top dog. Trump's talked up NATO's role, but this is about U.S. swagger. It'd dwarf rivals like Russia and China, proving he can make deals no one else can. He's even threatened military force, though that's unlikely. Greenlanders want independence, not a new boss, and Denmark's aghast. But Trump's all about winning, and Greenland's the trophy. It'd stir up NATO, maybe spark a crisis, but he'd revel in the chaos. For him, it's less about need and more about saying, I did it. And there you have it, 10 reasons why Trump's gunning for Greenland. From military strategy to flexing on the world stage, it's a mix of practical and personal. But here's the kicker. Greenlanders and Denmark aren't on board. 85% of locals say no, and the Danish PMs called it absurd. So will Trump pull this off? It's March 26th, 2025, and the saga's just heating up. What do you think, genius move or total overreach? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear them. If you enjoyed this deep dive, smash that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell for more. We've got tons of wild topics coming your way. Thanks for watching, stay curious, and I'll catch you in the next one.